Hi everybody, my name is Jerry Cope. I'm this year's president of the Black Hills Stock Show Central States Fair Board of Directors. I'd like to welcome everybody here. We've got a grand and great celebration now through February 3rd. It'll include rodeos, Ranch Rodeo, Bronx for Breakfast here in the Kerstead Event Center. We're partnering with Monument Health, our Monument Event Center. We've got over 400 vendors there. Big partner of ours is Sutton Rodeos, just named best large indoor rodeo of the year. The events over there, we've got a livestock show starting this weekend over there. Over 230 youth livestock from all over the U.S. that we view really as the future of the Black Hills Stock Show. So I'd like to invite you out. We've got things for everyone.
Yeehaw, 3, everything covered, all right? All right. Solomon, you ready to do this? You had a great yeehaw earlier. All right, 1, 2, 3, yeehaw! Yeah!
Well, welcome everybody. The microphone's not working, but we'll get by. My name is Jerry Cope. I have the distinct honor to be the board president for Central States Fair Black Hills Stock Show for this year. I've had people say, Jerry, you're doing a pretty good job, but when I've got a board, or we have a board like we've got county support, city support, we have a staff like we've got, it really makes it pretty easy. And I want to thank you guys in advance for that. Black Hills Stock Show this year, I think it's going to be fantastic. We had almost 60 more horses this week in American Quarter Horse Association events that aren't even officially part of the show. But to give an example of the impact that has, they went till 3:30 in the morning the other night getting everybody through with no complaints because people wanted to be here. One thing that's really exciting is over the monument starting tomorrow is the Show Right Beef Show. It's youth livestock literally from all over the country. I don't know how many states we've got a lot. Last year we had 210 entries and we thought, that's great. The other 2 days ago we were at 233 and counting. And Bob Mills, one of our directors, said the people are just fogging in like crazy. So that leads me to believe it's going to be great. I know traditionally we have 400 vendors over at the stock show with a waiting list. You get everything from your blue jeans for yourself, for bling, for your wife. And if you're tired, heck, we've got a guy from Mississippi that's up here, handmade red cedar bars that he's selling. You gotta stop and see them. They are really fantastic. So this whole thing's exploded. It's become a national event. This just isn't a regional show anymore. I remember thinking back, what made us here? We got a partnership with the Monument. We got a partnership with Sutton Rodeo, who is just one, the largest indoor rodeo in the U.S. for, Jim, help me, how many times in the last 10 years? Oh, 4? 5? 5? You've got that. We got Visit Rapid City. We've got Elevate. We've got the members of Central States Fair. Like I said, we've got a board, and we just commissioned a study on economic impact. They're coming up with a number around $70 million, into the community. So when I think back on how this explosion happened, where did we come from, how we got here, where are we today? In 2004, the Kerstead Event Center was built, and that's really when things started to explode. We've got this building right here, the GenPro, which, if you've been around a long time, this used to be the sheep barn, and it really smelled like it. Now, we had our daughter's wedding reception in here in May. Now, I don't know if there's a similarity to being a sheep and a wedding here, but you'd be your own judge of that. But you can really make this place something. We've got the Nerdy Nuts building right next door, and apologies in advance to our board member Jim Hunt,
Soleil building,
who's always known as the Soleil building, but Nerdy Nuts, the peanut butter company, stepped up in a huge way And you'll notice we've got heating and air conditioning in there, and we've got youth sporting events in there, and we don't have what's set up in there where teams are practicing literally nonstop throughout the winter. So something we can do for the community. And I remember the Soulé building in high school coming up here to judge at Western Junior, or not Western Junior, but Black Hills Stock Show. It was always cold. I remember standing around NIPCO heaters trying to get your hands thawed out so you could write reasons to give to a judge. And you walk in there now, and I guarantee you, even if it was 20 below out, you could walk in there in your shirt sleeves. That's how things have changed. How we got here, again, thanks to the board and the previous boards. What makes me really, really proud and happy to be with this board is we're a board of vision, purpose, and commitment. The vision is there and what we can accomplish together. The vision is there, the purpose is we're there to make it a better place, and we're committed to make all the events here, not just the fair, not just the stock show, but everything that happens here, welcoming, safe, a place where people want to go. And I think that's exemplified in what we've got. And thanks to the foundation that supports us and it gets us where we are today. I mentioned the livestock show, the horse sale, the vendors. You know, people like recognition. Everybody likes to be part of a winning team, right? You know, if you're one of the last 4 teams in the NFL, you're pretty happy, but everybody likes to be part of a winner. And I think we are a winner here. So I want to say welcome to the winner's circle of the Black Hills Stock Show 2024. Thank you for all that you do to make this successful. And with that, I'd ask Mayor Jason Solomon to come up and say a couple words.
How we doing? All fired up? Hey, it's really my honor to be here today to help celebrate and kick off this great time of year. You know, once upon a time I was a fair board member. I see some familiar faces over here. And one thing, you know, I'm on a lot of boards. I've been on a lot of boards, but the fair board is a working board. And Ron Jeffries told me that right away. We're going to be putting you to work. And honestly, between my time as a city council liaison and then volunteering as a fair board member and now as mayor, I have nothing but respect for the board and the staff. This is a hard-working, talented staff to be able to pull this off. And Ron, your leadership is outstanding as well. Tremendous job. This doesn't happen by accident. This doesn't, you know, it's a tradition for us, but it takes a lot of hard work to make it happen. What I love about this is, I don't know if this is still the mission statement, but that it's a showcase for our agriculture, tourism, and our community. I got to be a part of forming that mission at one time. It's a showcase where we really get to show off our agricultural roots. And one thing with Rapid City, yes, we're growing, yes, we're a city, but what makes us special, one of the things that really draws people here are the agricultural roots. That's the thing of family values, hard work, respect for the land and for everything that it has to offer. And obviously that really informs our way of life, and it's something that we embrace. And that's what this time is here for, is we get to embrace that, and not just embrace it, but we get to celebrate it. We celebrate that here in Rapid City. Tourism is big here. We know that's going to be big numbers for us today, or this, you know, next week or two, but we also know agriculture, even in Rapid City, plays a huge part in our economy. And so from my standpoint, Rapid City supports the agricultural community, the farmers, the ranchers, the people who keep things going. And I think that's really important. I know a lot of business is done at this time. I know a lot of events are held, and that's a tremendous time for all of us. So I hope all of you can get an opportunity to go out and take part in the events. There's so much for everybody. You know, from my childhood on, I mean, when I moved up here, it's all about the stock show. It's a tradition. It is a Rapid City and a Black Hills tradition, and I would say even beyond with the region. And so we're very proud of the work, very excited about what's going on, and I really get fired up. So let's have a great time this week. Let's show our support. Make sure you're encouraging your friends, your colleagues, your family members to get out and enjoy the stock show as well. I'm so grateful that the weather is on track this year, that will help get people out. And that's what it's all about. And that's how you build a sense of community. Even as we grow, we got to keep what makes us special. What makes us special are the people just like you. So thank you for letting me come up here and crash your party a little bit. I'm very grateful, very honored, and yeehaw. All right, thanks.
I'd like to introduce the Pennington County Commissioner Chairman, Mr. Lloyd LaCroix.
Welcome everybody. First of all, I want to recognize the Pennington County Commissioner. We got Gary Drews back there. We stand up. We got Ron Roskinek, and we have Travis Lassiter. And I don't know if Deb Hadcock's here, but we have Deb Hadcock too. And second people I'd like to thank is the Central States Fair Board. All the hard work that they do. I mean, look at this facility. And they are so diverse. And also the past members, because you guys have participated and gave all of yourself into this stock show and created it to what it is today. There's been a lot of changes. Your expertise was taken in, and you started a lot of stuff, and it's made it grow to where it is today. And without you guys and your guys' past support, it would not be what it is today. So I want to thank you for that. One of the things I did ask before we started up here, I said, you know, what we really should do is serve free beer and booze up until 5 o'clock, then do this, you guys be a little bit more fun. I got outvoted on that, so the sheriff was the tiebreaker, I think. So. But no, I really appreciate it. I think this is the biggest event in Rapid City that we've had for quite a few years. I've been around for quite a while. I can remember when the Kerstaff building was built. All of the remodeling that they've done to this whole camp is just amazing. And the work that they do with our youth, the 4-H, you guys do with the stock show is amazing, because that's what's going to keep the ag industry going, is you guys. And that's why I want to take the time to thank all of you guys for the work that you do. Thank you.
Before we bring Ron Jeffries up, I would just like the board to introduce themselves, and we'll start with Tanner Schilder as Vice President. So Tanner, if you want to lead her off, and everybody else follow. Introduce yourself.
What do you want us to do? Come up?
Just wherever you want.
All right. I'm Tanner Schilder, Vice President of the board right now.
Tyler Trevelyan, board member. Bob Mills, board member.
Jim Hunt, board member. Justin Tupper, board member.
Kelby Lang, board member.
Roger Ford, treasurer.
Quentin Meridians, board member.
Travis. Go ahead. Travis Lassiter, county liaison.
Lynn Kendall, secretary. Anna Wetton, board member.
Is John Roberts here? No. Okay. And John Roberts is our city liaison, and Commissioner LaCroix is the alternate for the county. So let's give them a big hand. Now, we had a script from Lynn today, and I didn't do the greatest job of following it, but I knew I'd do a better job than Ron Jeffries will. I'd like to introduce Ron Jeffries, our general manager, who really is a great leader. We couldn't do it without him. Thanks, Ron.
Welcome to the Black Hills Stock Show and Rodeo. We've got a super fun week planned for you folks. And I can tell you, you know about Ranch Rodeo, you know about Sutton Rodeo as being 5-time indoor rodeo of the year, you know about Bronx for Breakfast, you know we got concert series, you know we've got Wild Ride, youth livestock shows, and the Hubbard Feed Supreme Row shows, and the Farm Credit Services of America horse sale. That's all the regular stuff. Let me tell you about a couple things you may not be aware of, but it's still part of what makes our culture within the Central States Fair and this Black Hills Stock Show. We've got things like the world's smallest rodeo. Anybody ever had kids in that event? It is the best hour and a half of the Black Hills Stock Show. 3, 4, and 5-year-olds riding stick horses through the sawdust in the sale ring. It's an awesome event. It's a Polaroid moment. We've got things like the Western Art Show. We give artists up in the Alpine Pondo rooms an hour and a half to create an piece of art, and then we auction that off as a benefit to the Central States Fair Foundation. Phenomenal works. That takes place on the last Friday, the same time that the past director social takes place up in the Alpine Pondo. Come join us for an event like that. We've got the Black Hills Stock Show Bid Calling Championships. That takes place on Sunday. It is the largest auctioneering contest in this Midwest. And we bring auctioneers from about 5 different states, I think it is, Tupper, that come back out for this. And they compete, and some senior member auctioneers will go out and rate them on their chant and how they go about selling items. Not just the chant, but how do they strategize where to start those items and move them up and down for the bid calling. Fantastic event, another fundraiser that goes to help benefit the Central States Fair Foundation. While I'm talking about the Central States Fair Foundation, I want to mention that is the organization that is the 501c3 arm of the Central States Fair. Central States Fair Inc., our board of directors, manages a 501c5. So we're an agricultural nonprofit, and the foundation is our C3. And they're responsible for some input into almost every single improvement project, from the whole remodeling of the Gen Pro to the Soule building to the LED lights in all of our horse barns. The first project they ever did was the Red Barn roof. But they did a phenomenal job of coming back out and helping raise money and collect funds to try to make an improvement on these fairgrounds. I want to tip my hat to the Pennington County Commissioners, because without them, we wouldn't be on this location. We've been doing this for a long time. We've got a great partnership with the County Commission. The City Council was responsible, and Mayor Solomon, thank you, and the council members, for putting monies into the Nerdy Nuts building so we can make improvements back over there. As Jerry mentioned, the youth sports that take place in there, and somebody says, well, are we going to make any money doing youth sports? No, we're not going to make money doing youth sports. But we're bringing kids down to this fairgrounds. We're helping build our sports program along with Rapid City Sports Council, and in that building, every night of the week, is our next city council person, our next mayor, our next county commissioner, our next philanthropist, our next business leaders. We are working with the future of Rapid City to come back out and provide us with good, solid board members and good citizens here to make this event continue to grow. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we would not be here if we didn't have our corporate sponsors. A number of you in this room are part of that, and the corporate sponsors are what allow us to produce things that don't always make money. Very few events that we hold at the Black Hills Stock Show actually make money. Most of them are crowd builders, so that when you do have events, we have a crowd there where we can make money. And so a number of those things we do are not there they're there to add business or people to our business climate. And our philosophy has always been, our job is to get people to town. Somebody's going to make money off it. They're going to spend their money somewhere. And these people come from all over the U.S. to come participate in this show. We were a great benefactor of the COVID year, because when everybody else in the nation was closed down, we still were open. And so all the youth livestock, all the people that were in the horse sale market came to Rapid City and found out what a great secret this facility and this event was. And now they're still coming back and continue to grow and bring more of their friends with them to this event. I want to thank the Pennington County Sheriff's Department, every one of the county departments that works with us, the Sheriff's Department, Buildings and Grounds, Highway Department. They provide a great service to this that you've never heard about anywhere else. But they come out and go above and beyond to help us produce events and maintain safety and maintain transportation things that we need to get done for hosting both the Central States Fair and the Black Hills Stock Show. Then, one of the things that we do at Central States Fair is we try to give back to the community. Every year we go from about somewhere in that $275,000 to $300,000 a year. Now that's a number from a nonprofit that we provide in goods and services for other entities in Rapid City, in the Black Hills. Whether it's loaning of a stage for somebody to have an event, or tents that we put up for different events, to podiums and, well, some sound systems. You won't get this one, but some sound systems. When other events need help for something, when the Playhouse had to do an entire year outdoors, Central States Fair helped provide their stage and all their seating for the Black Hills Playhouse. We do that repeatedly. One of the events that we're working with this year is the Tough Enough to Wear Pink. And I'm going to ask Hans Nelson from the Monument Foundation to come up here and tell us a little bit about it.
Wow, put me on the spot. right, folks, so as he said, and as you can see, it's tough enough to wear pink time, so this is to support the Cancer Care Institute here in Rapid City and throughout the Black Hills. Just a little stat for you, there's about 40,000 patient visits every year to our Cancer Care Institute. The funds collected through these t-shirt sales help support them. It might be travel support for those that live in rural communities that have to come down and do their chemo and radiation therapy. It might be supporting some new and innovative equipment to help bring state-of-the-art cancer treatment to the Black Hills. Every year, this year our goal is to raise $95,000 through this to support it. And since this event, since we started selling shirts 18 years ago, we've brought in $1.5 million. Right here locally, so 100% of that staying here to support our patients, our community. Yes, it takes a special person to wear pink, but we're excited to do this and get the town painted pink, because really it shows those cancer patients that we're behind them, that we're supporting them and providing that courage and strength to keep fighting the good fight. And by buying a shirt, you help make that happen. So please come and check out a shirt. They're $25. They're long sleeve this year. I wish we had them 2 weeks ago. It would have kept everybody a little bit warm. But we also have a really cool special event we do, which is called the Pink Party. It's a fun VIP event that we do at Chute 10. It's the balcony seats above the chutes during the Rapid City Rodeo. Come and check out. We have some information about that. Thank you, Ron, for the few minutes. And thank you to this whole group. We're very honored to be a part of this, and a huge support from your team. Thank you.
I want to mention one more entity. We've been at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center since I think about 1982. 80? Was it 80, Monty? Monty Lucas, Haven Stuck, was it 80 that we moved? So we've been at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center since that time. And since that time, there was the addition to Rushmore Hall. There was the addition of the food court. There was the addition of an ice arena. And then Rapid City collectively had the vision to say, let's build a new big state-of-the-art arena. And the city of Rapid City collectively voted to bring that piece of building to life. And that has really helped us transform this event. And it transformed because it gave the rodeo a new place to spotlight with all kinds of lighting and special effects opportunities. And it gave us the chance to use the Barnett Arena to start our youth livestock shows. And folks, just like I mentioned, the kids that are playing sports over here are going to be our next leaders. The next people that are going to be raising cattle and showing them in the Hubbard Feed Supreme Row are going to come out of that youth livestock show. It allowed us to add not only the youth cattle, but we added sheep and goats, and all three of those categories continue to grow. And so we're very proud of that. So a little bit of a round of applause for the monument for all they do to help make this event grow. So at this time, we're going to do a ribbon cutting. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. Everybody come back up. I'm going to put the board of directors right down front here. Everybody come back up on stage, all the way around. Everybody, this is an everybody deal, you know that. And when we're done, we've got hors d'oeuvres and the bar is open and we're going to do it. So, board of directors right down front.
How are you?
Good. Got your shirts?
I want to do a quick favor really quick. I want to cut this at length, so I want you to hold this one. We're just going to cut it. How are we looking, media? I don't want to get in your way, but I also need to take some pictures as well. All right, so wow, you guys line up really well. If we could maybe get some of you over here, we got a lot of room on the left-hand side, maybe about 5 or 6 of you. Thank you. There's still room on the stage. Yeah. Hold it like this, but don't touch yet. And then if you guys could flip it to the other side of the ribbon so we get it nicely in picture.
There we go. Perfect.
Alright, so we're gonna take some pictures and we're gonna signal on when to cut it. So just everybody look that way, big smiles here. This whole crowd. Alright, media, you get enough photos? Okay. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Everybody say yeehaw, 3. Everybody count, alright? Alright, Solomon, you ready to do this? You had a great yeehaw earlier. Alright, 1, 2, 3, yeehaw!
Hey, Board of Directors, I want to get you up here with a big shirt so you're for Tough Enough 15.